Good morning. And this morning, we're just going to bring the shoulders up, back, and down. Shoulders forward, back, up, and down. Again. And one more time. And then the other direction. Shoulders back, up, and down. Back, up, and down. Back, up, and down. And one more time, back, up, and down. Inhale, lift the chin to level. Exhale, lean to one side. Use the inhale to guide you coming straight up, and the exhale to lean you to the other side. And just with each breath, let the end of the movement be the end of the breath, and the end of the breath be the end of the movement. So try to coordinate that. Inhale and exhale. Use your own breath to pace yourself. You don't have to be exactly like me. But the movement, coming up on the inhale and coming down on the exhale, is the rhythm. And when we change the movement, we're going to bring chin towards chest, exhale. Inhale, coming up, nose towards ceiling. It doesn't have to go all the way up, but just imagine it's looking at the corner of the room back behind you, or maybe you do see the ceiling. Exhale, coming back down. You're just moving in the range that's comfortable for your body. There's nothing to do, there's nowhere to go. It's just you sitting here and breathing. And as you're sitting here and breathing and moving, you can place the feet firmly on the floor if they're not already. Noticing those 90-degree angles at the ankle, at the knees, at the hips, spine long. And when you come back to head level again, we're just going to look over to the shoulder. Exhale, looking to one side. Inhale, center. Exhale, looking to the other side. Inhale, center. And just like all of our movements, we're coordinating so that the end of the movement is the end of the breath. The end of the inhale brings us back to center so slowly. The end of the exhale brings us over to the other side so slowly. And coming back to center. Let the eyes close or take a soft gaze. And just allow the hands to rest on the lap. The fingertips, just fingertips touching each other, just like you make a little ice cream cone in your hands. Fingertips touch each other, a little bit of space between the palms. And just allow those hands to rest in the lap. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, just cultivating your energy. And in here, in the mind's eye, you can feel the ground below you. You can feel the sitting bone and maybe other parts of the body touching the chair where you are sitting. You can feel vertebrae upon vertebrae. Imagine a miniature version of you is climbing the vertebrae like a ladder. And as you touch a new vertebrae, it kind of lights up. You just kind of feel what attention to that part of the body feels like. A little burst of energy, a little burst of alignment, a little burst of preparedness. It's like every vertebrae that's touched and gets lit up is like another burst of confidence, of feeling capable. And as the miniature you walks up the ladder of the spine, coming to the base of the skull, the neck bones. You start to feel that energetic alignment lighting up each of those vertebrae, each of the nerve endings, going all the way into the skull and knowing that it protects the brain. And there is a soft cord, a spinal cord that connects straight into the brain. And then it touches the brain, and the whole brain lights up. You start to feel neurons, electricity, energy lighting up the brain. It starts at the base because that's where the brainstem comes in. Oh, you notice the brainstem. Oh, this is all of your primitive instincts that lights up so that it knows that you are there and you are aware and you are grateful for all it does to protect you. And you take the path to the back of the brain, and this is the occipital lobe. This is where sight comes from. And that lights up. And even though your eyes are closed, you feel that part of your brain light up. You appreciate the path that that part of your brain takes to your eyes so that you can see. And you're grateful you feel that connection. You feel it light up because you're paying attention to it. And then you allow yourself to move over to the side, left side of the brain, and you start to feel that part of your brain connect, light up. You just notice that focusing on that part of your brain lets your ears light up a little bit. Just the skin, the surface, like everything in that area is full of energy, is full of attention, is lighting up. And then you take it over to the top of the brain, the very top, and you start to notice what happens when you pay attention to that part of your brain. You may not know what it controls or what it does, but you know that there's a lot of really important stuff happening in that brain of yours. If you go straight down midline, you get to the corpus callosum. This is the switchboard of the brain. This is where connections go between the left side of the brain and the right side of the brain. And maybe you can sense the connections going across one side and the other. Maybe by imagining it, you feel it. And then you take that energy and you take it over to the right side of the brain because we haven't gotten there yet. And so you allow yourself to feel what it is to be lit up, to be connected, to have that part of your brain light up. And as you're walking, miniature you is walking around the brain, it can actually see, oh, it can see far beyond what the eye is capable of seeing. And here you are, just being surrounded by this storm of electricity. But is it a storm or is it more of an aligned, designed feature of engineering? That beautiful brain of yours, allowing yourself to notice what's happening when you focus on the right side of the brain. Maybe you notice the surface, the skull, the skin, the right ear, even the energy beyond that. And then as we move around to the front, the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain that we think we spend the most time in, the logic brain, the thinking brain, the planning brain, there it all is, executive function. And we allow ourselves, our miniature selves, to be in there and watch it light up. We are just showering our brains with the gift of attention. And we notice what happens when we give it attention. Just like everything, when we give it loving attention, there is a response, a harmonizing, a connection You're moving forward. Inhale deeply and just feel that connection. We've traveled up the spine, through the midbrain, through the occipital lobe, the back, through the left side and the right side, through the corpus callosum, the little switchboard in the center of the brain. Now we circle it over to the front, to the prefrontal cortex, the business end of the brain, but it's all business. Everything that our brain is doing is not just our logic and our reason, it's all of the other functions that keep us alive and connected. No one part is more important than the other. Just allowing yourself to see the value of all the things that happen in that brain of yours. And notice when you focus on the prefrontal cortex, you might notice a little more energy in the that part of the brain, but also the skull. Also, you may feel something in the skin. Also, you may feel something beyond the skin. Just allow yourself to harmonize all of that energy as it connects. Breathe in and let it out. Breathe in and let it out. Breathe in and let it out. And just notice that as you've walked the central nervous system, that this might have a message for you. This part of your body might have a message for you. So as you're sitting here and breathing and exploring, let yourself wait and listen. What message does your nervous system have for you? Sometimes it's not words. Sometimes it's just a feeling. Allow yourself to appreciate that feeling, that sensation, that message. Knowing that you can bring that message with you forward through this hour, this day, this week, this month, this year. This is all a part of you. And if you choose to listen, it's a gift. And taking ourselves back from the focus on the central nervous system, the brain, the spine. When we walk back to the back of the brain, back down through the spinal cord, back down the spine, we notice that the spine and the central cord is connected to every other part of our body. Nerve endings come out to every part of our body. So as we walk ourselves down the spinal cord, we can connect to all the nerve endings that go throughout our entire body. And so now that very focused energy we cultivated can be distributed and we could feel it all throughout our bodies. And now the message is distributed. And we allow ourselves to be here, allowing our breath to slowly deepen. Thanking our body and our brain and our central nervous system for providing a message for us today. Deep breath in and sigh it out. Ah. Deep breath in and sigh it out. Ah. Deep breath in, sigh it out. Ah. Allow the hands to rub against each other very quickly. Place the hands over both eyes. Rub together really quickly. Place them on the eyes, the face, the ears, and the top of the head. Rub the hands very quickly. Place them on the eyes, the ears, the face, the top of the head, and take it down the rest of the body, shoulders, chest, back, hips, thighs, knees, all the way down to the floor. Hands in prayer position in front of you. Open them like a book, knowing that the hands are going to be the ones to help you develop whatever it is that's next. Look at those hands with a gentle smile and thank yourself for the practice today. Thank you.